Will the Shield reunion help Roman get over? The answer is obvious, but I'll go into detail on how it's not going to work. Okay, there's a lot of reasons. Number one reason is that it's forced. Again, I'll tell you why in a second. Okay, now the first thing, I'll go back in order on why this won't work, is that they just tried this late last year. As if we don't remember. They tried to do this thing last year with Seth, Dean, and of course him, and it didn't work out well. It was out of nowhere. Most of us felt it was randomly put together. There was no logical reason why they needed to be together, just like now. This isn't like some thing that came together. It was completely and utterly random that they came out to save Roman Reigns. Was it not? Roman Reigns, he was in a dire situation against Braun Strowman, and the Shield saved him. How many times has Roman been in a bad situation and the Shield saved him? Never. But now all of a sudden they do? Why now? Exactly. The thing about the whole why now thing is that people usually ask that letter question the week after. Why did you do this? Why'd you turn heel? Why did you betray them? Always that. But there was literally no story reason at all why this should be happening. At all. This is a story-based company, and they do stories horribly in the WWE. As if they don't care. Becky Lynch turning on Charlotte. That's a 2-month storyline right there. Daniel Bryan versus Miz, 8-year storyline. We all understand exactly why things are happening. Everything makes sense, and both people get over because of that one. It continues and continues. There was absolutely no connection between Roman Reigns and the other members of the Shield before that night. The entire year, they've been like ignoring each other. Now, all of a sudden, when Roman's the champion and he needs help there, he didn't call for them. He didn't ask for them. There was no look in the hallway. There was no like little thing that happened there. No, nothing. It was just all of a sudden they decided to help him. If it was like, if at least at the minimum effort, if they did one of those things they love to do in the back, like Dean and Seth are watching backstage on the monitor of the TV. Like they love to do that one, right? They're looking at the TV and everything there. Roman's Roman's in a dire situation, and then Seth and Dean look at each other like as a question whether or not they should do anything. Nope, nothing. How about this one? Same situation. They're looking at a TV monitor, and then all of a sudden, some random person says, "Hey, man, that's your boy. You're not going to help him?" They look at each other. Nothing. No setup. No reason at all. And you know why they do that? You know why they do that one? So they just throw them out there. You know why? Realistically, they do that one business-wise, marketing-wise, whatever. You know why they do that one? So you keep asking questions, and hopefully you're gonna answer next week there that'll quench you. If they gave you all the answers right now, you wouldn't have any questions or wonder why next week. Instead of respecting why they do that one and wonder where they're gonna go next, they have you guessing all these questions on why things are happening. Who booked this shit? So they could have did all that stuff there. I mean, like, they have so much TV time. I mean, like, I guess they couldn't take away time from Kurt Hawkins and the B team singles matches and worldwide. They needed TV time. You couldn't like have any kind of like inkling on like how this thing is happening. This whole thing, man. This whole thing. Let's look. It's back on. Okay. So Roman, it's not okay. So it's not going to work now because, like I said before, it was randomly put together, and we all know this is like for a certain agenda to get a certain person over. When he was in the better part of the show, when he didn't say a damn word, when we didn't know how stupid he was by opening his mouth, he just said a couple of words, bleed at, and then that's that. It was a better time for him. Oh, WWE photo shoot. That was so cool, man. With the flares. Yeah, that was cool. Little Nate was in there. That was awesome. I wish my site went back to showing how many people looked at the videos. So yeah, that was so yeah, so it's not gonna work because Roman is like that. He's hated by everyone, and he's gonna put him back in a group that in a time when people liked him. That seems very obvious by most people. Oh, Roman's back in the group. It seems so obvious now. So obvious. He didn't ask for protection. They're just giving it to him as if like he's some god or whatever. We need to protect our god from this kind of evil. It's like magically. It's like the company. It's like the company had Braun Strowman come out there so people would stay for Roman Reigns' coronation in Brooklyn, and it's as if the company put Seth and Dean to come down there and save Roman to protect his title run so people will cheer Roman because he's now back in the Shield again. Almost as if the company is doing it for. Do I need to say it?